Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel once again. So I've gone down for the last few weeks down to one video a week instead of two. Obviously I apologise for that, but I obviously have to live my own life and stuff like that. I have bits and pieces going on, work was busy, and also if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've just gone to another Le Mans 24-hour race. So me and my brother went in 2019. We've gone again this year, obviously COVID's all over and stuff like that. And yeah, wow, what an epic weekend. I did put a post out that I wasn't going to film it, purely because I never get to see my brother, so I just really want to enjoy time with him. That being said, in a few minutes, I have caught a few little bits and pieces for you, just some little snippets of the weekend. For anyone that doesn't know what the 125-hour race is, yeah, how? But yeah, number one, there's quite a famous film that's now been remade. There is a Le Mans film, and then there's Ford versus Ferrari. That covers quite detail of the track and kind of like the atmosphere of it all, and obviously that was a battle between Ford and Ferrari. But really, the 24-hour race is part of the World Endurance Championship, or WEC as it's known as for short. And it's obviously endurance races, so they're like 7-hour, 10-hour races. Then you got like, they're in different countries, so they travel over the world, to go as far as America and then to Bahrain and stuff like that. But this one is obviously in France, in Le Mans, and it's the longest one. It's a 24-hour race. So drivers have a number of drivers on each team, 2 cars on the track normally, as long as they can qualify and stuff like that. And then they swap over every 4 hours, but they race the car constantly on the track for 24 hours. And it really is something to see. The atmosphere and all the build up and everything that goes on around it's just epic. It's by far my favourite event ever. And I do wish, I hope that I can do it most years, because it is good, it's a good fun. This year, we went in my brother's 68 Ford Mustang, and if you want to see more on that car, please drop in the comments below and I will try and do a video on it. It is his baby, so I have to pry it away from him for a little bit, but it is an absolutely epic car, and it's definitely a thing to be heard and seen. It's an amazing thing to be about in, and it is definitely something that is fun to drive, and I would like to bring it to the channel. So if you're interested, let me know, and I will try and make a bit of an effort next time I'm down with him to take it out for a bit of a spin, do a quick review and just check the car out. So comment below. But yeah, an awesome weekend. Loads of people commented away on my Instagram feed and stuff like that, saying, you know, it's epic, I'm watching it on TV at home. You can follow it on an app as well. And yeah, it was absolutely great, and I really, really did enjoy it. But obviously, that being said, I was enjoying myself, I was relaxing. But obviously, I've still got projects going on in the back of my head constantly, which is just me. I don't switch off, but I did need to switch off a little bit for that weekend. So this is the big thing for me. I want to get this done. I've got a few other projects lined up, and in order for them to come in this garage, I need to get this one out. This car is no stretch of imagination of actually going to be a quick car to do. It never was meant to be that, and it's dragged on for far too long for me and for the channel. So people that really follow this car, I absolutely love the kind of the comments and that sort of stuff, and thank you so much for following along with it. The plan is to get the shell all restored, get it painted, and then it'll probably take a bit of a back seat, and I'll do update videos on it, because me and Miss Simpson will build it up together and we'll get it finished. But this video, I don't know how much I'm going to get done, but I really just wanted to check base with you guys. Apologise for having one video a week, but I will try and get back up to 2 as soon as I possibly can. Like I say, things are just a bit mental in the process of doing loads of things in the background, and it doesn't help. And obviously this is a hobby for me, it's not my job, so I do have to take a back seat from it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's fun and I do enjoy it, but I do just want to get this car done. I want to get to a point where I can switch the welder off on it and then really, really enjoy building it back up, getting it prepped for paint. And yeah, getting to that point with the car would just be epic, in my opinion. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. How much I'm going to get done in it, like I say, I don't know. I will put in a snippet of Le Mans quickly. So you sit back, guys, and you enjoy that. I don't know how many minutes it's going to equate yet until I edit this, but there is a little bit of a montage of what I saw and the things I did at Le Mans.
classique. Mais je pense à ceux, par exemple, qui ont réalisé 24 tours.
Right, so now I have you back. I hope you've enjoyed that and I hope you can appreciate that I just really did enjoy that weekend. And yeah, we're back at it. I didn't film it. I have filmed 2019 when I went and we took my brother's classic mini then, which he now doesn't own unfortunately. But if you want to check back, I did part 1 and 2 and that was, you know, you see a bit more of it then. So it's really, really good. I did enjoy it. Didn't see too many minis though, which was a bit of a shame. In fact, I didn't see a mini. But yeah, probably good. Needed a break. So, I'll bring you guys back in, but first I've got a bit of a new tool announcement to make. Right guys, so I've obviously in the background been doing a few things and I've treated myself to a new belt sander. So this is an air fed one. I've got in there somewhere, that one, has a Silverline electric one, finger sander. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely great, but it's just not powerful enough. The RPM on this is double. So I found this on eBay. It came on offer for 30 quid. It's a proper weighty tool, but also not massive. So it's nice and easy to use on a mini. It's got an Allen key there, which comes with the tool, so you can adjust it and stuff like that. It comes with 3 belts. I have bought a whole shed load of belts, 75 in there, because I know this car's gonna need a lot of grinding. But yeah, I wanted to treat myself to something like this because I just think it's gonna save a lot of time. That electric one's good, and it really is good for other projects and stuff, but it's about pace on this car, and let's pick it up. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of sanding on this, a bit of a demonstration on it, because I do really like it. It's really nice so far. So unfortunately I've unboxed it because it's tools and I get very excited. Like I say, it comes with 3 belts, so there's a 60, an 80 and a 120 it comes with, but then I bought a big mix of belts to go with it. So yeah, if anyone wants it, there's a product code there, and it's just a Draper belt sander, so it's really good. Pretty happy with it. It's got 18,000 RPM and that is literally double what my electric one is, so it should speed things up a little bit. Moving over to the car, if you saw the last episode you'd know that I've cut the quarter panel off, and we do just need to grind everything back now, clean everything back, try and get it so the quarter panel goes where it wants to go, and that's kind of the next aim of the game. And then we have these 2 panels. I'll just place you down there guys. Just place you in there. We've got these 2 panels. So this is your door bin closer, and this is your, I guess, another door bin closer in its own little right, but it sits in there. So there's already a bit of it left here. So what I'll probably do is cut the bottom of this arch off, clean it all back in there, because I want to clean and tidy this little bit of surface rust up. And then that new lip will go and wrap around there quite nicely. And then this piece all slides in there, all nice and dandy. One thing I did find out with doing this on the other side of this is just a bit too long, so I did have to shorten it a little bit. In fact, I think it's there that's a bit too long. I just cut that end off and it slid in nicely. You can see that I've left that bit in primer, so I'll drill plug holes in there and I'll plug weld it into there, and that will basically nicely close all of that area up once it's all fettled in. I'll obviously paint all that. While I'm in here, I'll clean and paint all this before I put the quarter on. But my biggest concern really is I just want to see how bad all this is. It doesn't look like it is bad, to be quite frank. I mean, it's not falling to bits. There has been a repair on there, and I want to address to see how good that repair is. The back of it's absolutely mint on this arch. So yeah, I think I'll probably cut this front lip off here. I did it on the other side, and then make a new piece of metal for this one to mate up to. So that's probably where we go with that. So this is obviously a Mode Heritage panel, just to quickly run through it, and this is from M Machine. I have to admit, the recent M Machine panels I bought I'm not very impressed with. I'm not really happy with M Machine, but the 2 panels really that I have bought for this car, everything else has been Heritage, is the door bin bottoms, which check out that episode. We put 2 new door bottoms in it, and it's good that you don't see inside the bin really when the car's done, because they're just not the best to fit. They have been quite methodically battered into there, but obviously once it's got a skimper fill around the front of it, it will look absolutely mint. So I'm happy with it in that respect, but just took a lot more work. But they are really good quality panels in the sense of fit and stuff like that. And then obviously we have the new quarter panel, which I just lift it over you guys to have a proper propaganda at. So obviously we want to get to the point where this can slot home and really finish this car off. So to get to that point, we're a long way off. We have to fit them 2 panels. Let's not ruin the new one. I have to fit 2 new panels, and yeah, clean all this up, get this all in paint and primer, make sure I'm happy with all of this basically, and then we'll go from there. So in this video, we're going to use my new tool. We're going to have a little tinker about with it. We're going to try and clean this arch up with various different tools. I'm going to use a flat disc, clean all this back here, probably a wire wheel to clean all this surface like sealer and all sorts of gubbins off there where it's just been pumped full of sealer and glue. There's obviously a bit of a panel, felt like a vinyl panel that sits over all this in your door bin. So it's just covered in glue. That's not rust, that is just glue. And then decide if I want to cut this lip off and start again and put a new lip in. So yeah, basically it needs an arch really if you wanted to save your time, but I'm not going to that now. There's other things that have now been all joined up to this arch front and back. I've already repaired the back of the arch in a previous video, I think before I started my channel. So I'm not getting involved with it. So the arch is actually in good shape and I'd much prefer to repair what we've got here. But I want to get rid of all this, trim up to where I need to on the car, clean back this edge up here, clean back the edge down the door, and then see where we're at. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. It's more of a catch-up video for you guys. It's been a lot of talking already, I get that. But yeah, let's just get a little bit of work done on it, and let's see how we get on. Right, so as you can see, yeah, I didn't intend to be welding this arch up, and I definitely wasn't buying another one. However, there was a repair that was done underneath here, like I previously mentioned, and it was good, to be fair. You saw me cleaning it all out the back of there. They just hadn't taken the rot out the top, they just played it over it, and it was a good repair, but I just wasn't happy with how thin the steel was, so that's what was there. So apart from the bit there where the seat joined, it's actually a good piece of metal. It's just, do you know what I mean? It's just covering rust though, so I couldn't live with myself. So I made a new piece up. I finally got to use this dolly, that edge there, really helpful for getting in round the back and shaping that. So we're not finished, so I've just finished this bit back here a little bit, and then I've just got to trim all that with a flat disc, and then what I'll do is I'll get in there. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was, and I know it's rot free, and then what I'll do is I'll make a new piece to go across the top there. So yeah, wasn't planning on that, but at least I know behind that quarter panel is absolutely rot free now. I don't leave stuff that I'm not happy with, but I always like to try and reserve as much as I can. So like I say, the arch is good apart from this little section here, and yeah, you could say I put an arch in, but there's too much join to it now, which is structural to the car, so I don't want to go backwards. So I wanted a bit of a challenge of some fabrication, and I'm glad I got to use that dolly. And yeah, so you basically won't tell once I've finished it back, but there's a good piece of steel in there. And this piece of metal is what was left of the new boot floor repair panel I bought for the Budget Clubman. So recycling, it's always good. So let's keep going. Remember guys, check out our sponsors in the description below. Minimine, along the bottom of the screen now is a discount code for 10% off when you spend £15 or more on their eBay shop. So please go and check it out, well worth doing. The quarter panel bits piece like that came. They don't ship panels currently, but everything else, like all the subframe mounts, all the gubbins and stuff, everything that got the blue estate back on the road, everything that got amber back on the road. Yeah, it's all gone through Minimine because they've got everything you need on the shelf. So go check them out guys. Alright guys, so there we have it. A repair I didn't think I'd do. But I'm so happy I have, because like I say, there was a patch underneath that looked pretty good, like someone had actually done a good repair on this car for once. But I just wasn't happy with it. So I trimmed back what I could, and then just wasn't happy. So I've made a new piece. I used the dolly to form that shape around there. It needs tidying back underneath. When it's on the spit, I'll sort that out. But that's, I'm really happy with that. So I've started lynching it back, but I haven't gone mental. It's a wheel arch at the end of the day. But yeah, now I know I've got a good solid area to put my new quarter panel onto. But obviously the next point of call really is to get these panels fitted on the inside here. So yeah, we'll start fettling with all this next, and that's yeah, that's kind of where we're going next with everything. So but yeah, glad that's done. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll try and get it out as soon as possible. Off camera, we will get stuck into what I did want to do on this video, instead of repairing a wheel arch. I'll initial that back off camera, clean all this back. Basically I want to be at the point where I keep calling it a scuttle, where the quarter panel can go on the car once I've done the inner panels, because then it starts to take shape pretty quickly. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please go and check out our sponsors. We've got Minimine, and there's linked in the description below to all the bits and pieces for them, but there is a discount code running on the bottom of the screen now, so please go and grab 10% off when you spend £15 or more on their eBay shop. And obviously frost restoration for your tools and bits and pieces like that. So go check both of them out, everything's in the description below. But yeah, we're getting there. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel. This isn't going to be the only project, obviously I have got things lined up, but this is kind of in the way. So we're pushing guys, and your support really makes me go out here and want to do more, because this car has just been a bit of a back burner for too long now, like I mentioned. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed a bit of Le Mans at the beginning, and hope you've enjoyed this video, even though it's been so bitty. I don't even know what to name this video. We'll call it wheel arch repair and stuff. But yeah, we're getting there with it, aren't we? So off camera, I'll obviously prime all that up. We'll start linishing all this back, start mocking up the quarter panel so I know it fits nice. Then we'll do the inner panels, and yeah, so next video will be probably the inner panels going in, and then we'll get the quarter on and the one after that. And yeah, it's the last big panel. I'll go and assess the other side, see if I'm still really happy with it. If I'm happy with it, and it still needs a bit of obviously filler work and fettling, we'll just leave that to when we get to prep stage, and then we'll get the spit ordered up, and really start, yeah, be amazing to finish off all the welding underneath this car and get some paint on it on the underside. I'll be so happy when this car rolls. So please follow, and please consider subscribing to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and let's build this car together and get this one out. So if you can half as good as Budget Clubman, I'll be happy. Catch you next one guys, look after yourselves.